Everyone is just so busy in the summertime trying to soak up all the fun outdoor activities while we can. But with that comes a risk of injury. And when you need treatment, it is important to understand where to find it so you are getting the most appropriate care. Dr. Alice Gutfreund is a Trinity Health emergency medicine physician and Rockford ER medical director. Alex, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's break this down, because I think for a lot of people, you know, something happens, they freak out and they don't know what they're supposed to do. So let's start with the ER. Who should be going there and when?
So the ER is there. It's open 24/7. It's there for your life-threatening emergencies. There's no need to make appointments. We're always there. So if you have something that is emergent, please come into the emergency department. If you feel too unwell to drive, I recommend calling 911 and having the paramedics bring you. Some of the examples of life-threatening emergencies would be things like severe headaches, neurologic changes, or concerns for stroke, like difficulty moving an arm, or weakness in an arm, or numbness. Also, considerations or concern for, say, a heart attack, bad chest pain, difficulty breathing, abdominal pain, bad traumas or hemorrhages. Also, if you have a poisoning or a psychiatric crisis, those would be reasons to come to the emergency department.
Okay.
We can evaluate you for those medical emergencies. We have advanced diagnostic imaging studies and diagnostics that we can evaluate to see if you need to be hospitalized or steer you in the course of improvement as an outpatient with follow-up with your primary care doctor.
Okay, perfect. All right, so now let's move on to urgent care. Slightly less emergent, I guess. Yeah.
So the urgent care is there for prompt medical attention for urgent medical needs. So say maybe your primary care doctor's office isn't open or not able to work you in. The urgent care is a walk-in clinic that has hours that are typically a bit longer than your primary care doctor's office, extending into the evening hours and also into the weekends.
Sure.
They can evaluate you for some minor traumas, so some fractures and sprains. Say you have a cut or a laceration that needs some stitches, they can sew you up there. Also some minor illnesses or infections, they can evaluate you and get you treatment for those as well.
All right, perfect. And then obviously our primary care physician, the person we know and love and go to regularly, right?
So I can't stress it enough. The primary care doctor is so important for your health. If you do not have established care with a primary care doctor, I highly recommend that you do so. They should be your first phone call when you're feeling unwell. They're experts in keeping you healthy and providing you health maintenance. So whether it's keeping you healthy with your annual physicals, routine lab work, getting you scheduled for your vaccines, mammograms, and colonoscopies, they're the person to call first. They can also help you with your chronic medical conditions. So if you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, they'll be prescribing you lifestyle modifications or medical therapies and evaluating you regularly to make sure that you're getting better. They can also see you for acute medical conditions. So say you have something that's just popped up recently and maybe isn't quite emergent, doesn't need to go to the emergency department or urgent care, but maybe you have some abdominal pain or a minor trauma or an infection brewing and you want to get seen. I would recommend seeing your primary care doctor for those ailments.
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, it's so important to establish that relationship so then they know you and then you have something going on and they know your history.
Right. And you'll follow up with them after the ER, or if you see them first, you'll end up following up with them as well.
Perfect. And quickly talk about why it's so important to go to the right place for care.
So really, I mean, it's about you, right? You want to make sure your time is very valuable. You want to get the most time effective and efficient care and also the most cost effective. So you want to make sure that, you know, if you have an urgent need and going to the urgent care may be the most appropriate. If you have a life-threatening condition, going to the emergency department would be the best.
Absolutely. All right. And then obviously let's talk about your new facility in Rockford that's there for all of us to use in case of emergency.
Yeah, so Trinity just opened a new emergency department in Rockford. It's on the corner of Northland Drive and 7 Mile at 6050 Northland Drive. It's a 9-bed emergency department. It's freestanding, staffed 24/7 by a board-certified emergency medicine physician. We're happy to treat all of your life-threatening emergencies if you need. It's a nice option if you don't want to travel downtown for emergency medical care, or if you live on the north side of town, we're happy to see you. We have 24/7 coverage with CT scans, x-rays, ultrasound, lab work, and able to care for all of your emergent medical needs and arrange for transport downtown if you need to be hospitalized.
Perfect. And yeah, we're looking at video right now, brand spanking new, great technology. And you said, like, I mean, obviously you're living up north. There's nothing in between, Grand Rapids and Greenville.
Right. So it's a great alternative. And if you're in the Rockford area, it's a state-of-the-art facility, and we're happy to see you for all of your life-threatening emergencies and needs.
Okay. And in the meantime, everybody needs to get their primary care physician lined up.
Absolutely.
If they don't, right?
Of course.
Okay, perfect. So let's do that. You want to learn more about Trinity Health, the Rockford ER, it's right there, trinityhealthmi.org, just for general information, /Rockford ER. You want to learn about that new facility. Check out all of the things they have to offer there. We'll be right back.